And we're back. So, as you said last time, as I've basically clearly shown, it doesn't matter what evidence I've shown to this guy, he's basically outright wrong. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sending this video to this guy, because, as I said, I'm going to give him answers. I'm going to give him the chance to show that he can actually be intellectually honest and, you know, accept answers, because these are the answers that I've found and I have evidence to back them up. So, first question he asked, the lack of human remains and office furniture, phones, etc., almost as if they had exploded. They did find human remains, they just didn't find a lot of them. After all, you're talking about, you know, the World Trade Center coming down, the vast majority of human remains, office furniture, basically had been pulped under the massive weight. But again, think of the entire force coming down on the not only the bodies but the office furniture. They literally got pulped. Is the answer to that. So that's the answer. I've given it to you. Your response, I will be waiting it for that. The next one, the explosion and shaking of the ground that eyewitnesses reported. No one actually reported any explosions per se. There's only one guy, and again, his story has changed so much that, quite frankly, it's unbelievable and is unreliable. Again, you can even go and watch the live videos of the towers falling. You will hear no explosions whatsoever. But again, you've got to think that people that did report explosions, they did not report seeing explosions, they reported hearing explosions. And of course, when you've got such a huge building coming down like that, the only conclusion you can really come to is that, quite frankly, they thought it was an explosion, because, well, how often do you hear such a huge building coming down like that? And again, if you want to go see a controlled demolition, it's very easy to search on YouTube. You will actually see what a controlled demolition sounds like. It sounds nothing like the World Trade Center coming down. Finally, for the last one, here's something you should know. Why did the BBC report World Trade Center 7 had collapsed 20 minutes before it fell? They didn't actually report that it had fallen, is the answer to that. Again, you can actually look up the article, and basically they didn't say it had collapsed. They said that it was more than likely that World Trade Center 7 at the time would probably collapse due to the damage that it had sustained. Like I say, there's photos of World Trade Center 7 with basically a huge gash and basically fires raging on pretty much the majority of the floors. So it's not that they reported World Trade Center 7 had collapsed, it's that they'd made an educated guess on the evidence that they'd been provided by the New York Police Department. So, scentability01. I've provided you answers. I will provide you more answers in the low bar. If you have the slightest intellectual bone in your body, what is your response to these, you know, to the answers that I've given you? I'll wait for your reply with anticipation, because I suspect it's going to be something fantastic.